G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? Back in Elder Scrolls Online. We do have the Lost Loot quest that we need to take back, but before we do that, I thought we might just continue going further. Having a look if there's anything else we can uncover. The font of schemes discovered.
Sometimes the right thing and the wrong thing are the same thing.
Treeminder, what's happening?
You have come to Haj Uxith in its most desperate hour.
What is this place?
Haj Uxith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Marsh and deposited into this dread realm. We know of your mission to Cold Harbor, and we would like to help. But unfortunately, my people are divided.
Divided about what?
Divided over the fate of our history. But tradition demands that you pass our trials and prove your worth before I reveal all of our secrets to you, outsider. Please, head down this path to the city. I will follow you.
Alright, let's go. Going my way, okay. The wisdom of ages. Seducer brutes. Oh, we got a way shrine over here. Good. Daedroth. Haj Uxith discovered. Guild trader. Jeez, look at this place. Massive temples. Sorry, where did you want us to meet you? Over here somewhere?
Xohaneel, we will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? Will you undertake the trials?
Tell me about these trials.
There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Haj Uxith. The trial of spirit and the trial of body. One shall test your intangible qualities, the other your physical virtues.
What is the trial of spirit?
The trial of spirit is a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Haj Uxith. It shall challenge your mind and determine your strength of spirit.
What is the trial of body?
The trial of body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. I'm sure it involves some kind of contest of strength and physical prowess.
And what will these tests determine?
By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our factions. Then you may participate in the great debate that has fractured our community for so long. Are you ready to undertake these trials?
I know nothing about them, but I'm ready to undertake them.
Do you wish to start the trial of spirit?
Yes.
This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Endurance, which allows us to bear its hardships. And preservation, which keeps our traditions alive.
Courage, endurance, and preservation? I understand.
Take these amulets and speak to the people on the South Pyramid. Give each amulet to the person that best represents its spiritual quality. For each correct match, you will receive a gem.
And what are the gems for?
3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values must contend with. Place the gems in the correct statues to symbolize overcoming these challenges. Then meet me at the base of the pyramid when you have finished the trial.
Okay, to the south.
I've got what you need.
Oh, do you? I don't know about that.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's 2 factions, as well as with the other inhabitants of Cold Harbor.
I have an amulet for you.
And which of Xohaneel's baubles do you think matches my daring nature?
Oh. Reservation?
No, thank you.
I mean, hang on a second.
Which of Xohaneel's
Endurance.
baubles? Thank you.
I mean, courage.
Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute to negotiate not only with my own people, but with the sad and dangerous creatures that roam this twisted plane. Here, take this gem of courage. You will need it when you reach the top of the pyramid.
Alright, teal away. I always meant to give you the first one. I was just thought, you know, mix it up a little bit, try something a little bit different. Yay. Ashgar.
You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Haj Uxith. I maintain the traditions and customs of my people.
Xohaneel provided me with an amulet to give to you.
Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable nature?
Oh, preservation, I think.
Thank you. My role here is to preserve and pass on the traditions of my people so that each generation never forgets where we came from. Take this gem of preservation. You will need it when you go to the pyramid's upper level.
How we came to Cold Harbor. In the ancient past, my people lived in Nirn. Our great civilization rose from the warm swamps of Black Marsh, and our beloved history was connected to the other histories of the world. But a time of change was coming. The Argonian civilization as we knew it was coming to an end. Our history told us so, and our history despaired. It did not want to see the great civilization fall. It did not want to see its children reduced to a more primitive, primeval state. Our history sought a solution that would keep our civilization intact. That, our legends tell us, is when Molag Bal appeared with an offer we couldn't refuse. The Lord of Brutality's offers was simple. He would create a place in the realm of Cold Harbor for our history and its children, a place where we could continue our values and traditions just as we had always done. We would not have to fear the coming changes that would sweep through the rest of the Argonian settlements, and all that Daedric Prince asked for, all he wanted in return, was a little of our history's sap. Our beloved history decided that it could spare a bit of sap in exchange for the continued health and happiness of its children. It accepted Molag Bal's offer, and the city of Haj Uxith, along with its people and its hist, slid into oblivion and came to rest upon Cold Harbor's dark and dismal shores. Did our hist make the right decision? That's for the leaders of the scholars and the warriors to decide. For me, for most of the common citizens of Haj Uxith, we'd rather have the civilization we know than the unknown fate we were destined to endure before we departed for the isolated islands of Cold Harbor. Up top? Nope, down below it says. Forward roll, forward roll, forward roll.
Too much to do and too little time.
Are you here for the trial of spirit? Then know that I am but a humble farmer dealing with whatever this strange land throws at me so that I can provide food for my people.
I have an amulet to give you.
One of Xohaneel's necklaces, I assume. And which one do you think matches my pragmatic outlook on life?
Endurance, that's also the only one I have, but, yeah, this one.
Thank you. I deal with the hardships of coaxing food from this foul land. Without my dedication, who knows what my people would be eating? Please, take this gem of endurance. You'll need it when you go to the top of the pyramid.
To the top. Place the gems above. It appears that a gem would fit within the face of this statue. Place a gem in the statue. Hang on, I don't know. Statue of the unknown, statue of time, statue of life. Life, time, and the unknown. Life? Preservation? Okay. Time. Endurance. Don't know if that worked. Maybe we've got to switch these two around. Oh, did it let me? Let's try it again. Take that one. Okay. Switch it around. There we go. Yep. Yep.
The outsider returns. And was your trial of spirit successful?
Yes, I successfully completed the trial of spirit.
Good. That means you understand the spirit of my people.
What should I do next?
You must still complete the trial of body. Speak to Anjin Saka when you are ready to begin.
You have completed the trial of spirit. Are you ready to undertake the trial of body now?
I am ready to begin the trial of body.
Know that our arrangement with Moloch Ball prohibits us from interfering with the Dremora who collect sap from the Hist. You, however, are under no such obligation.
What does this have to do with the trial of body?
It has everything to do with the trial. It is the trial. Beneath the North Pyramid, Dremora gather sap from the Hist into great vats. They use treated wood to heat the sap and refine it, drawing forth its magical essence.
And what do you want me to do?
Demonstrate your strength and physical prowess. Destroy the vats and disrupt their operations. If you add more treated wood to the fires, the sap will burn, and the vats will melt in the intense heat. Complete this task, and then return to me.
Beat up things? Can do. It is my specialty. Here we go, North Pyramid. Looks like I'm not alone. I got books to read here. Out of my way. Books to read. What was that? Mask etiquette? Oh, mace etiquette. Okay. keep going. Got the treated wood. Let's overheat this. Said she burn. Oh, more. She's got an interesting pet there. A big old mammoth. What's going on? Oh, fine. Up in flame. Now, let's get that log in there. Come on, last one. Doesn't want to go in. Come on. Right, exit the facility. Oh, okay. I don't think I've ever spammed that ability before. I just use it to charge in.
The outsider has returned.
Overheated, the sap vats and completed the trial of body.
Well done, outsider. That should give the Hist time to heal while the Dremora rebuild the refining vats.
What does Moloch Baal do with a hist sap?
Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence of the Hist sap and refines it into potions and elixirs, whose purpose we can only guess at. It's a perversion, but it is one we must endure.
I've completed both trials.
Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that life, no matter the hardships, is sacred? Or do you side with the scholars, who would rather end the suffering and let our history die?
What happens if I agree to support the warriors?
If you settle the debate in the warriors' favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure, just as it always has in this harsh land. Plus, my warriors shall stand at your side in your final battle against Moloch Baal.
Remind me what the warriors believe.
The warriors believe that the history must survive, no matter the torments it is forced to suffer. The crystal must continue to sustain it, to keep the spark of life flickering despite the endless pain. Life is precious. The hist must endure.
I should talk to Xohaneel before I make my decision.
If you must, I shall wait here for your return.
You have completed our trials, outsider. Now we ask you to settle our long debate. Will you side with the scholars or with the warriors?
Remind me what the scholars believe.
The scholars believe that the history cannot continue as Molag Bal's slave. It withers away, but the crystal will not let it die. This cruel existence, this terrible suffering, it must come to an end. Oblivion is preferable to eternal torment.
Well, the warriors will fight by my side against Molag Bal, but I don't want your history to suffer anymore. So I agree with the scholars, the history should be allowed to die.
This outcome, while sad, is for the best. We shall give you a boon to help you in your struggle. Without the vampiric shard, the hist will pass on naturally. But first, you need to convince Anjin Saka to accept your decision.
Have you made a decision, outsider?
I agree with the scholars, the history's suffering must end.
I see, but our traditions allow a choice, any choice, to be challenged. You must defend your decision by defeating our champion in combat. If you cannot uphold your conviction through battle, then how can you expect us to honor your decision?
If that's what I need to convince you, I accept your challenge.
Then go to the challenge grounds and face our champion. But know this, our champion fights to preserve a sacred life. You cannot hope to overcome the strength of his conviction.
I won't hope then, will I? Let's go. Vegeta. Defeat the champion. Let's go.
I fight for the warriors. The history must endure.
Destroy the vampiric shard. I think I saw that behind. Had a darkish glow. That's it right there.
The time has come to end the suffering. I pray that the cursed shard crumbles at your touch. The cursed shard has been destroyed. Currents of happiness and grief flow through the river this day.
Your long debate has been decided?
Thank you, outsider. Because of you, the history's eternal suffering and enslavement shall finally come to an end. We shall mourn the hist, but we shall also find solace now that its pain and torment is over. When you need us, we shall be there.